y'all, welcome back to my channel. Taylor Lauren here. On my channel I talk about pageants, I talk about home life, and I talk about beauty. Today is going to be a pageant video, and we're going to be discussing what to look for in a hair and makeup artist. I've been competing for over 10 years, I've judged, and I'm a coach, so I'm very passionate about pageants. I love them, and I just like to share knowledge and tips and tricks and things to look for that I think will be helpful to you on your pageant journey. I'm a big advocate of DIY pageantry and just discussing pageant topics in general. So let's get into these tips. Okay, so what to look for in a hair and makeup artist. I have a list, as always. And I have 5 tips for you today. And the first thing that I want you to look for is pageant experience and pageant makeup application. So pageant makeup is in its own like little category, right? It's not the same as everyday makeup. It's not the same as, your birthday dinner makeup. It's not the same as bridal makeup. It's in its own category. So just because someone is a makeup artist doesn't mean that they are a pageant makeup artist or a pageant hair and makeup artist. So you want to make sure that whoever you hire has pageant experience, not bridal, not special event, pageant. If they have all of those things, that's great, but you specifically want someone who has pageant hair and makeup experience because it's a different look. It's a different aesthetic, and you want to make sure that who you hire understands that and can do it, because if not, it's not going to suffice and it's not going to go with your overall aesthetic and your wardrobe, and it's not going to look good on stage. So you want to make sure that your hair and makeup artist has pageantry experience, okay? So that is the first thing. The second thing that you want to look for is diversity of clientele, as far as hair texture, as far as race and complexion. You want someone who is versatile and who has worked with different types of hair, different types of skin tones, different types of skin types. You just want someone who is well versed, and you want someone who understands their color theory and skin types and all of those types of things. You want someone who's well-rounded, because that shows that they are very serious about their craft and that they're always willing to learn. You don't want someone who just knows how to do black girls. You don't want someone who just knows how to do white girls. You don't want someone who only works with natural hair. You don't want someone who only works with like non-natural hair or smoother textures. You want someone who is so serious about their craft that they are willing to learn about different complexions and different hair types and different skin types, because that not just shows professionalism, but it shows passion. And you want someone who is passionate about their craft, and who can basically say, hey, no matter what you look like, I can make you look beautiful. So you want someone who has essentially a diverse portfolio of complexions, skin types, and hair types, okay? So that is number 2. Number 3 is obvious, but I'm still gonna say it: good reviews. And not just good reviews on application, but good reviews on professionalism and interaction. And it's obvious, but I feel like this is something that people tend to overlook. What good is a beautiful face and beautiful hair if the artist was late, if the artist wasn't personable, if the artist wasn't polite, if the artist doesn't have a tender hand, like if you feel like they were just poking you and stabbing you and slapping lashes on and everything. So it's not just when I say reviews, I'm not just talking about the application. I'm talking about the overall experience, okay? So make sure that you ask around, that you read the reviews, that, if you know another pageant girl who has used this hair and makeup artist, pull her to the side and be like, hey girl, like, you looked beautiful, but was, so and so on time? Was she personable? Was she friendly? All those types of things. You want someone who makes you feel comfortable in their chair. So consider all of that when you're looking for the good reviews. You want well-rounded reviews that go beyond application. Okay? Next, I think we're on number 4, is the ability to travel and be timely. Again, going back to the good reviews. You want someone, and this sort of goes into experience and just people being in business for a while, that they can stretch beyond their local clientele. But y'all know that pageants be all over the place and that you have to travel, okay? And you want to have an artist who's willing to do that, who can come to you. It's obviously going to be a fee for that, so make sure you got your coins together. But you want someone who has the capacity, who has the flexibility and the experience, that if you're competing for a week and you have a different competition every night of the week, you want an artist that can be there to do your hair, your makeup, whatever services that you're getting for each preliminary round. So make sure that if you are traveling and that if you're competing over multiple days, that your artist can do that, and that's something that you should discuss with them. Make sure that they're able to travel, and make sure that they understand the importance of pageant schedules and being timely, and you needing to be ready by a certain time so that you can be backstage and you can compete, and them knowing when the touch-ups need to happen and all of that stuff. Make sure that they understand the ins and outs of a pageant competition schedule, and the traveling that's involved in that, so that they can be there to support you. So that's that. The final tip is, this is very important to me, someone who teaches and not just applies. I think it's very important that while you're supporting artists, hair and makeup artists, as far as application, that you can also support them by taking lessons, because you never know what could happen. And I think a girl being able to do her own hair and makeup, especially a pageant girl, is a very important skill. So you want an artist that is not just going to put your hair and makeup on and send you on your way, but someone who is going to let you know what your foundation shades are, someone who's going to educate you about the products they're using on you, someone who's going to educate you on your hair and the hairstyles that work best for your facial features, the hairstyles that are best for your hair texture. You want someone who's going to educate you and teach you as they, apply and style you. You want a makeup artist who, a hair and makeup artist who is not just good at application, but is also good at teaching, so that, when you don't need her services or his services, or when you have to go on appearances and stuff, and there are those moments that you have where you have to do your hair and makeup on your own, that they've taught you something, okay? So you want someone who's going to educate you as they style you. That's very important. It's a very important skill, I think, for every feminine woman to have. And it's also okay to ask questions while you're getting styled. What concealer is that? What foundation is that? What are you spraying? What brushes are you using? What products are you using in my hair? What flat iron is that? Girl, ask questions. Be educated. So that, when the time comes, you're not, completely lost because you solely depended on someone else to make you look beautiful and to style you. So make sure that you have a hair and makeup artist that educates as they apply and style. So you guys, that is all that I have for you in this video. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Engage with me in the comments down below. Let me know what you want to see next, and I will see y'all in the next one.